Challenge starts now!
Feeling lucky, Pug?
We're now down to the final three in this Survivor competition. Here they are, marvellous young people who've been through a tough competition. They've made it this far, and amongst them somewhere is our survivor. Now, previously, it's been quite democratic. People have been voted out, but now it comes back to those who have been eliminated. It is now their turn to make the decisions on who stays and who goes. We've got them all lined up here, and they're going to be asking questions of the final three. The final three will have to plead their case because it is in these people's hands now who will win. Okay, Tony, you were the first eliminated. You didn't have much time in the group, you know, but is there anything you'd like to ask the final three?
Nah, they suck, that's why.
I didn't
Yes,
vote you all.
you, Leanne, I'm talking to you. You're a B. Yep.
I feel a bit disowned, like, what? Just centre on who, don't you? What about us two, eh?
I know you hate me, Tony.
What's who I though? I didn't do anything to you, Tony.
Adam, you weren't betrayed by your own team, but you were betrayed by the other team, which was somewhat expected, but regardless, it was a bad situation for you. What do you have to say about your elimination?
Everybody gave their voting thing. They had reasons like, I was thinking something else, just like any other reason. But what was your reason?
I didn't really have a... You know, I really didn't want you off, you know, it was so hard for me.
Because we're allies, I still wanted you to win most. Whatever. Over. What's up, Daniel?
I don't have anything to say, you know, we're brothers, you know, we got lots of
Canadian
respect.
brothers.
Canadian brothers, you know, he's wearing a red hat.
somehow.
Canadian flag's got red on it.
It's so similar.
I mean, we were just together from the start. I don't think anything could break that.
Daniel, you were very much betrayed. You really were. You know, you were the first eliminated from your tribe. I'm sure that was very difficult for you. It was tough. It was tough. Is there anything you would like to ask the final three?
Alright, I want to thank Brandon first, because he's an absolute legend. And he stuck with me the whole way. Helped me attempt to vote off Tia. Basically crashed and burned because of those chaps. Those chaps who betrayed me. Sam, I thought we were friends. We're quite obviously not. And when Brandon wins, I'm gonna laugh. Yeah. And also, Leanne, I don't like you.
Neither do I.
It's a question.
The question is, why did you vote me off instead of Tia? I mean, what's she got that I don't?
Obvious.
Apart from a womanly body.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you for that support. Much appreciated.
You know, we all make mistakes. And I realised that obviously allowing our team to vote you off was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. And so I'd like to say sorry, but you know, it is just a game. You know,
Mum's just a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tia's got lots of things that you seem to be lacking. I'm not going to get into those because, you know, I don't want violence in this peaceful place that we have. So I'm just going to say no to your question.
CJ, you were the fourth voted off, and your betrayal was one of the most shocking of all. Your team had a plan for voting, or so you thought, and it turns out you were actually, you know, you were betrayed by Brandon, who is in the top three. Is there anything you would like to ask of Brandon? Anything you'd like to say to him?
Why would you do that? You suck. I thought we had a plan and you screwed it up, so now I'm not voting for you. Leanne, I don't know. Sam, I don't know either. Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to accept your apology, and I'd like to move on by saying I only did this, I only voted you out because I couldn't let the other team vote me out.
Lauren, you were voted out when you went to your very first tribal council. You swapped teams at just the right time to avoid it previously, but once you got there was no avoiding the fact that you were gone. But you know, we all had to go at some point, so was there anything, I mean, you were really, you know, you were voted out by your previous teammates in the end, weren't you? So you've got to feel, you know, a little bit sore about that. Is there anything you'd like to ask our final three?
This question is directed at both the male contestants. If the circumstances had arisen, would you have been intimidated if it was just Leanne and myself versing you? Would you have been intimidated with two females possibly beating you in this competition?
Well, yes we would have, because it's you. So we're thinking, you or Tia? Who's most strongest? Sorry, Tia. No offense.
I am intimidated by females. Especially two of them.
Yeah, two's pretty big.
Tia, you were voted out. So close and yet so far away from winning. You know, I think, you know, there are a couple of your teammates on here. Do you feel betrayed by Brandon in particular?